All right. Overall energy. Ooh, it's even nicer. The Empress. As far as general readings go, I have to say this one's looking like one of the nicer ones for the month. I have to be honest. I feel like you're overcoming, especially in the beginning of September, there's some kind of, I want to say a challenge. I don't think it's really like combativeness or arguments. I really think it's more challenges, physical challenges that you're dealing with. But there's something here about working together, collaborating together. Overcoming challenges and collaborating. I feel like for a lot of you, we have three major arcanas right here down the first row. The World card, Temperance, the Magician, and then the overall energy is that of the Empress. This is beautiful. You're entering a new time in your life, a new phase in your life. This is a time of healing, and this is a time of peace, and this is a time of finally reaping the rewards for all the hard effort that you've put in, I want to say. And I want to say this is the hard effort that you've put in. These are the challenges that I'm discussing, that you've had to negotiate and work on and collaborate with others to solve. And somehow, some way now in the month of September, you're reaping the rewards of all your hard effort. I want to say for some of you, though, there is a focus on work. There's a focus on, I want to say, because I'm looking at these two cards, and the Page of Wands is looking up at the Three of Pentacles like this. So this is telling me, I think that you are interested in pursuing some type of creative endeavor and trying to see how it would be perceived on a more grander scale, such as, maybe starting your own business, selling your art. And for some of you, it's a matter of pursuing information, looking for information about how to further obtain whatever, I want to say, financial or career goals you have for yourself. So maybe it's looking at getting some type of specialty training, or maybe it's about going back to school for some of you to get where you want to be. I think financially this month you guys are doing really well, and I think that there are talks about how maybe you want to invest your money, invest your wealth. This may be part of the collaboration, and this may be part of the creative effort. Maybe you've made money from some type of creative effort, and now you want to see about finding a way to invest it back into the business or back into some other kind of creative venture. Page of Pentacles here. Let me just look over the cards. I kind of feel like some of you may have something going on the side, like a side business or a side venture, but it's not something you're openly discussing or sharing. And that is going to bring in a significant profit for you down the line. I don't know if it'll be in the month of September when it starts. It may very well be, but for some of you it may be later on down the line. But it's going to be very profitable for you. I just feel like you're not openly discussing it yet because you kind of want to see what the feedback is first. And I think there's for some of you, there's this internal battle of whether or not you think you're capable or whether or not you think you're creative enough to actually be successful in this. And so there's a sense of, I'm going to keep quiet about this for now, but eventually it's going to be something you're very proud of and very proud to share. I want to say, too, that for some of you, this is something that's very healing, because I want to say this is leading you down the path towards what you're really supposed to do, career-wise. And I want to say with this angel here and the Temperance card, this is a reminder that you're on the right path. You see the path behind the angel that leads to the bright. I want to say it's a crown. So this is where you're meant to go. This is where you're meant to be, and you're on that path. So you need to trust it. So when you have these creative inspirations, go with it. Go with the flow. That's what this angel is saying. You are being guided to do this. I think for some of you, even if finances are doing well, I think in the month of September there is still yet some more positive news about something financially coming in. This is just a very, very beautiful month for you. I think the only conflict or trouble that you have is internally, really. I think it has to do with you being confident in your skills and your talents and knowing that you are going to be recognized for what you do. I think that's your fear. I think you're afraid of getting like negative feedback. But honestly, people who maybe have been doing what you're looking to do, let's say they're seasoned, okay, professionals, they're admiring your work. So have more self-confidence in yourself. You're the only one limiting yourself this month because everything's a go for you. Everything is a go. We're moving full steam ahead, it looks like. The outcome card is the Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillment. All our wishes being granted. This guy is smug. Look at his smile. He's got everything he wanted. Everything he's ever wanted. It's there. All his cups are filled. And now he's showing them off. So sometimes this card, the Nine of Cups, can be a message of not being too smug and showing off too much. Maybe keeping some of that secret with the Moon card. Keep some of that to yourself. But you are very profitable and very fruitful this month as the Empress. Things are coming to fruition. You've worked hard for this, I see. You know, and the World card and the Magician, this is like, you've really materialized this. You've worked hard to make this happen, I feel. And it's here. Sorry, excuse me, I had to take a drink. I've been doing readings all afternoon. Let me take these Gypsy Oracle cards and I'll look at this a little bit more in depth and we'll see what additional messages are coming up. I really want to look at the Three of Pentacles. I feel like this is significant, and I want to look at the Page of Wands. Okay, so there's a fear here, that's what I'm feeling, is of saying goodbye to something old, an old profession, and doing something new. I think there is a strong fear of leaving something behind. But there's somebody here, I feel, in the month of September coming in, and they want to kind of help you. They motivate you or they inspire you in some way, and they want to actually help you do this new venture. They're kind of opening the door for you. They're being of service. They're helping you, and it's saying you should accept this help, most certainly, on the Three of Pentacles. Because these are people who are seasoned professionals, and they know, they can give you sound advice. Even if they're not seasoned professionals, these are people coming in with genuine interest to help you. And they do know something. They do know something about what they're doing. But whatever advice they give you, I think it's going to be I think it's going to be pretty sound advice. Let's look at the Page of Wands now. Well, it's interesting. On the Page of Wands, this card is all about messages of passion, love, creativity, hobbies, even things that are creative pursuits. I think this is really about doing something you love and doing it all the way because you are in love with it, because it is suited for you, because it makes you happy. It's genuinely something that you are. So as an example, if you're an artist, you should certainly pursue that passion. There's just something here about a fear of not being well received and a fear of leaving, I want to say, something else behind. And there's an internal conflict with you because this would be, with the World card here, this is like a major change in your career, or you identify maybe even with your career, and this would be a major identity change for you in a way. But you're in the process of making a brand new you. You're not going to be who you were. I think when we had this eclipse, maybe that's partially what this is speaking of. We do have the moon here. Maybe this has to do with the full moon that occurred in September. But I feel like there's a part of you that is shifting and it's changing, and you're transforming into something new. And because of that, you kind of have to go with the flow. But you're on your right path. And you have to trust your gut, and you have to trust those passions, those instincts. You have them for a reason. Let me look at the Empress. I think in leaving something behind that you're actually not happy doing, leaving something behind is bringing about your prosperity. Okay? This is about prosperity, about things coming to fruition, reaping the reward. You have to leave something behind, though. And I think there's a fear. Again, this desperate card, this desperation, it's a fear of letting go of something in order to gain something. But you have to. It's like you're in the middle of swinging between one branch to the other, and you're afraid you're not going to catch the next one. You're going to catch it. Things are going to carry on. Everything's going to be fine. Financially, you're very abundant. You're doing very well. All your cups are full. This is the time. And I kind of feel like with the World card and the Temperance card, let's just say this whole row with the Magician too. This is like the universe stepping in and saying, now is the time we've created, and you've created, we've created together, this time for you to work on this venture, to work on yourself, and to do what it is you're setting out to do. Now's the time. Now's the time for it to be profitable. Now's the time for your wishes to be fulfilled. And this is something that maybe you've secretly wanted to do for a while, or this is something close to your heart that you've held on to as a dream, but you've never tried to materialize it. But now's the time to do it. All right, finally, I just want to look at this Nine of Cups, and then I'll move on to the singles reading. It's saying here, you're worried about stability with the Merchant card. You're worried about having a secure job, I think. I think you're kind of in a mindset of, I have to work a 9 to 5, or I have to work a set number of hours, or I have to make a certain amount. And maybe that's part of the fear for you, is because now you're solely dependent on your creativity and the marketing of your creativity. Or if it's not creativity, it's something that you're passionate about, okay? Something you want to pursue, but you're not certain you're going to be successful in. You will be. We have the cheerfulness and the money card. And this is on the Nine of Cups. This is wish fulfillment. So you are going to be successful in this. You have to have faith in that.